What's up?
Hey,
Hi,
how you
how you
doing?
Carl, you are my spirit animal.
doing?
I was like, look at my boy. He came in, he got his outfit on, he's ordering his drink, and wow, wow, wow. Like your expression was everything. You want to fight, but you like, I can't. And you like, mm. So talk about what that was like filming that scene. Cause I was like, I know you want to throw hands, but you can't.
Yeah. So I'll tell you exactly what that was like. Just so the people out there know, a little movie that was no movie magic. I was getting sprayed, and the director that we had that episode, shout out to Courtney Carrillo. He's our main editor as well on the show, and so he was directing that episode. So he is particular about the shots and things like that because he's got to cut them together to make the show look good. And so I had to do that no less than 10 times. No less than 10 times, I think. And it was cold. It surprised me every time it came out. I knew it was going to happen, and it still surprised me. I was soaked down to my drawers, and I had to wait and go get other stuff and go take a shower somewhere on the studio lot. And like, because that was early in the day. Like, I believe that was before lunch.
It definitely was. We shot all that before lunch.
So we still had another 7 hours to go,
Yeah.
like on shooting other stuff. So I had to go. Everything was soaked. Everything was soaked. It was like also I had on a pair of Air Force Ones, and even though they wasn't mine, I care about Air Forces so much that I was like, I can't believe we just ruining this pair of all whites. Why, while there's a shortage right now, there's a
Man,
shortage.
there was a
Like,
shortage right there too.
so like that was a rough one for me, but it came out fun, and it was funny that day. Like if you really pay attention, like they probably used the one take I didn't laugh in, and I'm still like, okay, like because looking at them when I step back and look at the other people, they're all laughing, like, and so it was so hard for me not to laugh, but it was such a fun moment for sure.
Absolutely. And Aaron, what I was telling Phil, the thing I love about the short show is it reminds me of me hanging out with my friends and it's not always so heavy, but just kicking like friends do. And, there's always like a new spot that have drinks with, but just talking about life in general. Talk a little bit what it feels like to be a part of a show where certain things are just understood because you're with your people. You don't got to explain it, so to say. You know what I mean? Whereas if you would have been the minority on another show, we got to add a little context.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, honestly, and I've been on those shows before, and that's been great. But I feel very grateful to be able to create with my tribe, as you say, right? Like because you could just shorthand a lot of things. We all are kind of moving from a similar place, creating from a similar place. There's this admiration and respect that we have for each other, and I think it shows in the work, and I think that's what the audience is sort of seeing is that love and affection that we all have for each other that created the chemistry that you see on Tuesday nights. Yeah, it's been so great, man. I mean, even as far as like the crew, we have a lot of our tribe on the crew, and I want to give a shout out to Phil for really making that possible. Because it just makes the environment more conducive to creativity and to having fun, and so it's a nice space to go to work or go to work in every day. It's been great. It's been great.
Sure. And we got to talk about, because, I know y'all are men, we grown, but men do cry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, talking
Whether
about.
it's like where it's like, especially when it comes to things like movies, and where y'all be like, oh, it wasn't me. Oh, something happened. You know what I mean? And I love that the show uses humor to kind of like talk about, especially Black men being vulnerable with one another. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And is there anything like a movie or something? It's okay, we're amongst friends that you were like, oh, you got me. Like, you know what I mean? If you were sitting there by yourself and you were like,
Yeah, honestly, I'm okay. I'm a crier, like especially when I'm watching like a good film, or going to the theater, which I haven't been able to do as much anymore. But like, my girl was watching Cheer just yesterday, right? And I happened to just kind of watch peeping in the episode, and they got to this particular part discussing this young man's story, and it got me, man. I just kind of broke down for a bit, and then I just watched Mahershala Ali and Swan Song, and that was another one. I mean, I could go on and on. I won't bore you with it, but yeah, I'm a crier. Me and Phil, I called Phil on New Year's Eve, I think it was, and we shared a cry together as well. So yeah, I have no problem saying it. I like to shed those tears every now and again. It's nice little cleanse.
What about you, Carl? I
I'm
know
not.
there was like something where you were like, did you almost cry when the all whites?
Yeah, that's what made
There
me.
you go.
I got a lot of shoes back here. They blurred out. They made me blur them out. But I gotta. If anybody does something crazy to my shoes, that might bring me to tears.
For sure. Well, fellas, I love the show. Keep up the good work. It's been a pleasure and best of luck to you.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.